Hello. So, the former Bank of Canada governor has admitted that we are in a recession. Stephen Polo said, I would say we are in a recession. I wouldn't even call it a technical one. A technical one is a superficial definition that you have 2 quarters of negative growth in a row, and we haven't had that. But the reason is because we've been swamped with new immigrants who buy the basics of life, and that boosts our consumption enough. So we've had a recession, really, if you look at it at a GDP per capita basis, for about a year and a half, but it's been papered over by incredibly high immigration. So the federal government has now threatened the United States with some measures. They're looking at cutting off exports of critical minerals and metals that will be critical to their military and industry. Obviously, the Americans are going to retaliate against this measure, and this is not going to be good for the Canadian economy at large. Council is going to vote on changes to short-term rental regulations. If this passes, there will be a moratorium on new Airbnbs if vacancy rates for rentals in general fall below a certain threshold. So they're trying to increase the housing affordability with this measure. It's similar to what was done in BC, and we shall see if it passes. So the increasing population of Calgary is causing our unemployment to grow. People are moving here faster than jobs are being created. So it's somewhat the case that Calgary is just doing better than the other places in Canada, such as Toronto, Vancouver, where people also can't work and can't afford to live. Here, they can afford to live and are still having trouble finding work. The Bank of Canada cuts the overnight interest rate by 50 basis points. This is in response to the slowing economy and the threat of tariffs starting in January from the USA. There will likely be more cuts, but again, this is not a good news story. It's a bad news story. They're cutting because the economy is not doing well. Anywho, thanks for watching. Have a great week.